Hello everyone, it's your buddy Isaac and welcome back. Sorry if that was a little loud, but hey. So, just so that we understand what's going on, I'm Isaac and welcome to Isaac and Friends, and today I'm playing Pathfinder Kingmaker yet again. I have so many runs of this game, but the problem is I have no idea where any of them started or left off. So, yeah, we're going to start off with a whole new character. Hi, kitten. We have Moonpie the kitty. Yes, the fluffiest kitten. Not quite, but he is fluffy. He is cute. And he is a purring. Yes, he does. Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. He's so cute and fluffy. Meow. 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 So he is definitely a cute fluffy kitten. With all of his cute fluffy kitten. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, but we're going to go ahead and start building ourselves a character here. I'm going to be going for a monk. So, an elf, not so much. Being catted. It's fluffy and it's cute and it just wants to be meow. Help. He's like, I want to be cute, Dad. So we're gonna actually make ourselves a nice little tiefling here. Yes, you know. Yes, cat. You are floofy and cuddly. Yes. Let's go with that. No beard? I'm not allowed to have a beard? That is mean. Been a while since I played this, but I could have sworn there was a beard. I guess not. Not for tieflings, I suppose. So we're gonna go with monk, because why not? Traditional monk. So, AC combat bonus, unarmed strike, which is good. Monk proficiency, yes. Yes, thank you, then. Monks are not proficient with any armor or shields, which is perfectly fine. For your blows, improved unarmed strike. You are considered to be armed even when you are unarmed. Make unarmed attacks that deal 1d3 bludgeoning damage if medium. But we have unarmed strike as well, so we have improved, which does well. So, Mr. Kitten is foofy. Mr. Kitten is a foofy man. Okay. Let's go with traditional monk. Now, I did try to do this a little bit beforehand. So we want to take a look at it. When you're building certain characters, you definitely want to try and go for your strengths. And for monk, we need a good strength in... What we're looking for is wisdom and dexterity. So we really want wisdom and dex, which are going to help boost our AC, which is going to make us harder to hit. But it also, our wisdom modifier also increases our monk abilities as well. So out of all of these, the best one for that is going to be False Spawn. You'll have to spend a couple points to get your intelligence back up to 10, but that's not the worst you can do. So we'll get a monk bonus feat, flurry of blows. Yeah, so... feet. Right, so next... So I guess it's going to let us choose our feats later. So like I said, we want wisdom and dex. You also want a little bit of strength for melee attack rolls. So our main thing here is we're going to want to boost these two up to at least 16s. Right? So we'll want a little bit good for Constitution. A little bit up here. Right? Now, intelligence is like all your knowledges, like your knowledge, religion, stuff like that normally. But in this game, they kind of changed it up a little bit where your knowledge, religion is going to be wisdom, nature, all that stuff. Charisma is, of course, your persuasion. So... can bump that up a little bit. Now we only get 4 skill points because of our intelligence here. So we're not really going to be playing a stealthy character. Might be a good idea to have a little bit of knowledge world. Perception is usually pretty good because you're going to want to be able to see when something's coming at you. A bit of persuasion and mobility. So mobility is definitely good if you want to take like a tuck and roll. Now I'm basing a little bit of this on, of course, you know, the paper pencil game, which I played a bit. So that's actually pretty good. I don't know why they want us to have weapon focus or point blank shots. We're a monk, we don't use weapons. What do you mean you don't use weapons? I mean, we're a monk. We don't use weapons. We punch things with our fists. And we make it hurt. So I'm going to go with dodge, which adds a little bit to our AC. So... that one's more situationally if you want to fight in defensive, which we're not really going to be doing that a lot. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. So that's actually good. Combat reflexes is definitely good, because you want to have that action economy going really well. So having the ability to make additional attacks or of opportunity, like whenever they leave your area of attack, like your area of aggression, you can punch them like whack, whack. Normally you're only allowed 1. So in this case, we'd be allowed up to 4 additional attack, 4 attacks of opportunity to basically, if anybody tries to sneak past us, they get smacked.
I'll need to review this spell later.
So we'll go with the wise. And I shall name him Sam. because why not? And of course, because we're a monk, we have to play lawful. I usually choose lawful good. Now, a lot of people, for some reason, they tend to play lawful stupid on the RPG table. I don't know why. And I think it's because a lot of people mistake lawful as being the letter of the law. No, lawful is just following a specific code. It means that your actions are predictable, you follow a set code of action, behavior, oaths, sort of thing. Being good is pretty, fairly obvious thing of, you're nice to people. You're not a turd. So. So we have a nice touch AC of 17. Because, haha. And +1 at our main, melee attacks, we have a +3. Range is +4. Which again, that's why I said you really want a little bit of good strength for your melee attacks, especially if you're a monk. Con is okay, because it increases your health, but as a monk, if you have a really high wisdom and dex stat, good luck hitting a monk. That's all I'm saying, good luck. Monks are mean buggers. There's a reason they're called broken.
Our story started at the mansion of an Aldori Swordlord. Drawn by the promise of a most dangerous task and a commensurately huge reward, heroes of all stripes gathered here.
By the way, if you want to know what this little thing in the corner, that is our sponsor and our little sponsorship code. It really helps us if you want to grab some delicious dubby. This stuff right here is really good. I'd bank myself some, but I've had like 2 tubs. And 1 scoop of that is like 150 milligrams of caffeine. So I've already had like 600 milligrams of caffeine. Too much. It's good stuff. Keeps you awake. No crashes, no jitters, none of that nasty stuff.
Where are they? This is taking forever. You didn't even say what this was for. Just at the Aldori. We're looking for heroes. Who are the Aldori anyway? Rich folk?
Hey, look! The barbarian!
If you can't be patient, no one's keeping you here. Just go back to your mountains or whatever hole you crawled out of. The Aldori Swordlords run the premier school for the dueling arts. They're also the richest and most influential group in this part of Brevoy. Take that tone with them, and they'll teach you some manners pretty quickly.
So, we can actually look at these and see what they're talking about. Aldori Swordlords. The Aldori Swordlords arose when famed swordsman Baron Siren Aldori agreed to train a select group of pupils in his dueling techniques. They ruled Rosslyn for generations, each as prickly and impulsive as the Order's founder. Though they are considered some of the finest sword fighters in the Inner Sea region, they are obsessed with personal standing and honor. Brevoy. Brevoy is a relatively young nation, having only existed since 4499 AR. The history of Brevoy before this time is the history of 2 often warring nations, Issa and Rosslyn. The coming of Coral the Conqueror changed all this. After securing the defeat and surrender of the 2 nations, Coral christened his family House Rogarvia. Its rule ended with the mysterious disappearance of every member of House Rogarvia in 4699 AR, leaving Brevoy in a precarious political position.
All right, you purple toad, just shut your trap. And if you can't, I'll help you.
Yep. The barbarian. See, this is why you never let the gnome sorcerer tick off the barbarian. No.
Hush! Quiet! They're coming.
everyone. I am Swordlord Jamandi Aldori, and this is Lord Mayor Yosef Selimius of Restov. Welcome to my mansion.
Rostov. Rostov is one of the two largest cities in the fertile region of Frostland in southern Brevoy. Okay. So, Lord Yosef Selimius leads the city, which is a trading and cultural center that borders the river kingdoms, the Shrike River and the Stolen Lands. As the birthplace of the Aldori during dueling style, the city boasts several Aldori and Taldan dueling schools, which has led to the city being a favorite place for young nobles to practice dueling championships. Most prominent among them is the Aldori Academy, widely regarded as the region's finest war college.
We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for responding to our call. You may be few, but that's unavoidable. We need only the best of the best for this task. And I see true heroes before me, strong and fearless. Exactly what Restov needs.
Okay.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Now, to the point. South of here, just beyond Brevoy's border, lies a region known as the Stolen Lands. This is disputed territory, and while it's long been claimed by nearby states, it's never been truly taken. I won't bore you with the legal technicalities. Suffice to say that anyone with enough courage and power to seize the Stolen Lands and name themselves Baron or Baroness, claiming dominion, well, none of the neighboring states would be able to challenge it. Of course, Restov would be first to recognize the legitimacy of this new state, as well as the noble title of its founder.
So I'm looking at the Stolen Lands. The Stolen Lands are an almost wholly unsettled region in the northeastern section of the River Kingdoms, bordering the nation of Brevoy and serving as a buffer between Brevoy and the River Kingdoms. Traditionally, the haunt of bandits and monstrous humanoids, the Stolen Lands are regarded as stolen by all nations along their border, even though none have ever been able to keep these realms under their control for long.
Unfortunately, one serious obstacle stands between you and this title. A gang of bandits holds sway in the Stolen Lands. Their chief, who they call the Stag Lord, considers himself the rightful owner of these lands, and no one has yet been able to challenge his power. Bring me his head, and you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands as their legal ruler. Any questions?
Why not just recognize this Stag Lord as Baron?
That's a good point. As I see it, this Stag Lord already holds power over the region with confidence. Many noble bloodlines were started by bandits who just got lucky, weren't they?
Perhaps because we do have standards to maintain. This room has seen many celebrations of adventurers, and even those who just got lucky. But giving a noble title to a bandit lord? That's one thing that's never happened here, and it won't while I still breathe.
You're helping us found a barony? What do you gain from such generosity?
Don't ask stupid questions. Why should you even care? What they have to gain and why, that's for Lady Aldori and I to discuss. It's none of your concern. Your only concern is to swing your sword around, or whatever it is you do.
How about roundhouse kick you in the face, Tartuccio?
Of course, we stand to benefit from this enterprise. But if you're concerned that we intend to rule your
Yeah, I don't
country
like that
from
character.
afar,
I don't like
using
him at
you as
all.
a front, well, please know that these concerns are unfounded. Let's just say we have a strong interest in the region.
Yeah, okay.
We have need of a ruling power we can negotiate with, not bandit gangs and monster hordes.
Yeah, I don't trust that as far as I can throw it.
What is that smell in the air? Is it the smell of unspoken words and political intrigue?
A tiefling girl is standing nearby, speaking in a hushed voice. Noticing you've heard her comment, she winks at you coyly. Ooh. There's a whole team of us. Who exactly will receive the Baron's title?
I will, of course. I'm the leader of this team, after all. Don't worry, though. I'll make it worth your while to help me.
We haven't yet begun, and you already speak of divvying rewards. What makes you think we'll even succeed? There's little point arguing over who gains the title when we'll most likely lose our lives there.
Oh, goody.
If I may please answer the question.
Jamandi clears her throat loudly, interrupting the argument. She takes a long pause, waiting for the voices to die down as everyone directs their attention toward her.
We believe you're all equally deserving of a noble title. Over the course of your expedition, it will be up to you as a team to decide which of you is best suited to rule.
What rewards can we expect exactly? I'm pretty sure we already know that. Like, it's literally, yeah, go kill this guy, become Baron.
Excellent. You venture forth tomorrow. For now, you can take some time.
You don't get us too much more of a straightforward answer than that.
To your guest rooms to get some rest. You'll find we've already prepared supplies for you there. And thank you again for agreeing to take part in this expedition. I wish you luck.
Thank you again, with all my heart, for replying to this call. The flare in your eyes reveals your courage, the unshakable will that distinguishes true heroes. I look at you, O champions of Restov, and doubt not for a second that you'll be victorious. So venture forth toward your feet. Go, and return in triumph.
Hi, my name's Lindsay. I'm a bard, though this is my first real adventure. So, shall we go teach this Stag Lord a lesson?
I'm Sam. Pleased to meet you.
Likewise. Actually, I also wanted to ask you something.
Uh-oh.
How do you feel about this Tartuccio fellow? I think he's pretty obnoxious.
I want to punch him in the face.
He appointed himself head of the team, and he's just after the Baron's crown, or whatever it is Barons wear.
I think we're all after that.
I think you should be team leader. When I first saw you, I couldn't help but think, now here's a real hero. Someone who'll be praised in poems and songs. This is the person I'll write my book about.
Wait, a book? I'm no hero, just a mercenary. This is nonsense. I'm gonna go with I'm no hero, just a mercenary, because that makes sense to me. It's like, yeah, I'm not a hero here. I'm just here to get paid.
And what are you a mercenary for? Is it only riches? Or maybe you want glory, too? Don't you want your feats to be remembered and glorified for centuries? Just listen. You know what the trouble with most heroes' biographies is? They're always written years later, based on the tales of, best case, people who saw things from the outside. Worst case, someone heard about it from their brother, who heard it from their friend, who heard it from their cousin, and so on, adding a new batch of lies each time. Every time I read about a heroic journey, I think to myself, why didn't they just bring a bard with them to write it all down properly?
Because usually it's the bards that make up most of the lies? Like, most bards, that's the whole point, is they take a story and they embellish it to make it sound cooler.
And then I thought, I could be that bard. I just needed to find a suitable hero and volunteer to follow along on their glorious adventure. A great plan, huh? And here we are, with a heroic journey lying before us. Who's going to be the hero? Some dwarf who keeps muttering about how we'll all die?
No.
Or maybe that horrific scythe lady? Or, God's forbid, Tartuccio? No way.
You know he's like 5 feet away from us, right? Like, Tartuccio is literally standing behind my character, and she's saying this right in front of him. Like, yeah, you suck, dude. What about that barbarian? She looks pretty heroic. I think her name's Amiri.
Oh yeah, she's fantastic. You could tell she could tear a bear's head off with her bare hands, but she kind of scares me just a little. But, I mean, her sword's twice as big as I am. She could cut me down without even noticing. Just think on it a bit, all right? I'm sure you'll agree.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to my room to write about tonight. See you in the morning.
Hotter than the grumpy. Let's talk to Sword Lord Jamundi if we can. So we're not able to talk to any of them.
Without a doubt.
Oh, there's Cassie. Northern architecture is beautiful, but very heavy. In my native land of Kadira, palaces are furnished quite differently.
Help! Help!
What's going on? Is this a joke? Get out of my room! What's going on?
The mansion's under attack. We need to help. Some villains broke in and started killing everyone. I barely made it. Hurry, we have to help the guards fight off the attackers or we'll all be cut down one by one.
As if to lend credence to Lindsay's word, a scream echoes from the hallway. Hey, don't leave me alone! Help! Help! Let's not, work together. No, I'm gonna leave you alone and go down this hallway and potentially die. She won't, but still. They freaking just kick him in the face.
I can see my destination. Focus on the goal.
Gold everywhere. They've got someone. We have to help. Look, they're running. Get them! What shall we do with this one? We'll finish him later. He won't get away.
You've made your choice.
Ouch. Critical hit of 1.
You're just in time. A bit longer and I'd have been... Whew, I don't even want to think about it. Can you imagine what a terrible loss this would have been? But it's all right now. I'm safe, sound, and unscathed, ready to lead you to victory.
How about no?
Lady Jamandi's holding the line in the banquet hall. You know, the one where she had us gathered before. We need to make our way to her. And along the way, we'll try to save some of these dummies who are supposed to accompany us to the stolen lands.
Yeah, here's the question. How do you know that she's in the banquet hall?
Speaking of dummies, take this ring. Quiet now, so that little fool doesn't hear us. She might try to steal it herself. It's magical. It'll protect you. You'll need it while you work to defend me.
Okay, first off, I don't already have red flags about this. Like, I have played this game a little bit beforehand, so I kind of know what this is going to happen. But just as a role player, like, I'd be very, very questioning of it. Because magical items are, 1, rare, 2, really expensive. So, just some random stranger that I've just met handing me a magical ring would have me asking some questions. Because in the pencil paper RPG, like, one magic item like that would cost like 2,000 gold. And just for reference, a gold piece is more than enough to basically take care of a person for weeks in terms of lodging, food, all that stuff. So you can imagine how expensive this item is, and this guy's just like, here, take this. It'll totally help you. It's like, yeah, no, I don't trust that as far as I can throw it.
I will guide.
You've acquired a ring. You should totally equip this. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, it would up my AC up to 18. But yeah, no. Like, even metagaming, no. Something would tell me that there's something wrong with that. It's just like, yeah, you're just handing me this really expensive item out of nowhere. Even if...
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
So it comes to this. I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Just plus, if you're wanting to talk about like the RPG book, like a single potion of like cure light wounds would be like 750 gold. So yeah, your average assassin is not going to be carrying that just lying around. just saying.
There are many roads to success.
Must be some pretty wealthy frickin' assassins here. Time to murder.
It's the end for you rats!
Murder, murder, murder.
And our leader charged forwards. Hey, wait for me.
Nope, no waiting.
Oh, it's you. Stay up from under my feet or I'll strike you down. Blood for Gorum!
Gorum, also known as our Lord in Iron. It is a god of battle above all other pursuits. It is said that he would rust away into nothingness if there was ever a time with no more conflicts to be fought. His faithful believe he is present in every iron weapon of war that is forged.
Barbarians.
I think that's exactly how heroes should be.
What, stupid, sweaty, and always looking for something to gobble up or lop the head off of? Calistria, save me from such heroes.
To be fair, that does pretty much sound like your average adventurer. Like, that is true. Like, that's your average adventurer. It's like, food, monsters to kill, gold. That is your normal adventure in a nutshell. Lots of food, something to kill, lots of loot. Maybe on occasion a little political intrigue here and there.
I can see my destination.
Get it securely locked.
Anything else? You're but a footnote in our story. Serves you right.
You've made your choice.
Attack of opportunity. Yeah, every attack that you can swing is definitely a good thing. Door is securely locked and can't be opened without a key.
Pause, please.
Oh, familiar faces. I hope you're not so frightened as to swing at every shadow. It's me, Jathal. I don't recommend advancing down the hallway, assuming you value your life, of course. There were a few people with me, and you can see what happened to them.
And just how did they all end up dead while you don't seem to have a scratch?
I'll answer but briefly and just once. Further scares and explanations will wait until we aren't being hunted by a group of assassins. Deal? All right. I'm undead. These traps are deadly to the living, but they're harmless to me.
What do you mean undead? Really? Like zombies or skeletons or...
Pretty sure she's none of those.
As I said, further explanations will wait until later. All you need to know right now is that we're on the same side, and we have to fight off a small army of hired assassins. Let's get to it.
I see something. Lindsay the Magnificent? Lindsay the Illustrious? Something more simple, like Lindsay the Great? Maybe Lindsay the Indecisive. Applause, please.
Maybe Lindsay the full of herself.
Anything else?
Alright. Scrolls are good.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Unworthy.
So it comes to this.
Miserable. Last chapter.
Okay. Alright, let's change up this formation a little bit, shall we? You with the size up front, you over here in the back.
Focus on the goal. Time to practice my combat abilities. Retreat is always an... This is unexpected.
Oh, come on. Really?
This can't be over.
What the hell?
Can we retreat? This is not supposed to happen.
Ha! Everything is so much fun with a little fire. What a night, huh? I thought I was all alone. It's good you're here. A bit boring, chasing fool assassins without anyone watching the show.
It's not fun at all. Many people have died for nothing.
Shh.
You sound like a Kelishite, am I right?
Of course. I'm from Kadira. But tales of hot deserts and shady oases can wait until the fighting's finished. But if you'd like to share a dinner and pleasant conversation, just say the word. I like making new friends. I am Kayesi, one of the many here who seek a better fate, answering the call of Lady Jamandi. But unlike the others, I never dropped my guard, day or night. It's why I'm still alive. I don't know where you're heading, but I'll be at the entrance to the main hall. I think I saw some guards there. Join me there, if you wish.
Yeah, we need to heal. Like, holy cow, that combat went terrible. Like, why? Why?
Never stop learning.
Oh god, those potions are terrible. Right. Like the problem is inflict light wounds. Because she is undead, that actually heals her.
I will guard.
Brutus, I can sense your silhouette hovering over me. It won't be much longer. Soon we shall meet, O Lord of Oblivion.
Diplomacy. Aren't you being a bit premature? Look at yourself. You barely got a scratch.
That's possible. Oh. Yeah. It seems I will live. I suppose I must postpone meeting my god. Not for long, I'm sure. But while we remain in this transient world, Aaron is at your service.
God, I'd hate to have to be the guy that has to listen to this dude all day. We're all going to die. Like, okay, emo.
You, run and get an axe. You, bring more water. You, stay here and hold our defense. Those assassins are still around here somewhere. Aha! Some of our guests survived. Good. You'll have to run through the fire. We've almost put it out at the entrance, so your main concern should be to not inhale any smoke. Hold your breath and take the first right, then head straight down the hallway.
Fire doesn't frighten me.
May Abadar keep...
Yep. Athletics. Ugh, we failed that one. Fatigue. Oh god, that's horrible. It's like almost every single one of us too.
You cannot stand against me.
Fatigue is horrible.
This can't be over.
I shall survive this ordeal.
You're dying already!
This
If we can get our monk back on his feet.
thank you for your valor and bravery. The enemy was strong, but you were stronger. And that means I made the right choice. Just as I thought, there were worthy leaders among you. I'm especially grateful to them for the courage and common sense they showed while defending the mansion. But this attack means we have even less time than I thought. Someone already knows of our plans and is acting against us. You'll be—
Lady Aldori, please, I know who arranged this attack. The vile king of Pitax, Iroveti. What's more, I know who among us works for him. Hey, you! Show everyone the ring you're wearing. You think I wouldn't recognize Iroveti's seal? That's why he wasn't killed. The bandits recognized him as one of their own by this signet ring.
What ring are you taking?
I saw it with my own eyes. The ring must be in his pocket. Search him and I'm sure...
Enough, Tartuccio. I'm still the one giving orders here. We won't be searching anyone. There's definitely a spy among us. But who? All I have is one word against another. I'm afraid you're both under suspicion.
They both came to your aid, Lady Jamandi. But a liar's cunning knows no bounds. I've never met these two or their companions. For all I know, they're all conspiring spies.
How could you say that? We fought together. We literally went through fire together. And then you vanished into thin air. After you promised you'd wait.
My words might be rash.
The tiefling is obviously embarrassed.
I bet my life despise anyone but this man. I saw how he dealt with those creeps with my own eyes. A true warrior. I'd go with him through hell and high water. This purple crook, on the other hand, he's got the eyes of a spy and the mug of a spy.
The barbarian.
Lady Aldori, don't listen to this thick-headed barbarian. She doesn't know what she's talking about. During the attack, our leader showed his true colors. He forced us to break into the armory and rob it.
Considering the circumstances, that was more than reasonable.
Yep. Woo!
That was a sound decision. Sometimes one must act at one's own risk and peril, until crossing the boundaries of what is allowed. Showing initiative is no crime.
It is insane when faced with death to stop and question whether you may be breaking some law or rule. Even more insane would be to ask forgiveness for making the right decision. Sorry, but your words display a lack of wisdom.
What about that trick he pulled right before we came in here? He knew very well you were fighting the enemy, but instead of rushing to help you, he dallied as long as he could, dropping everything to save people from the fire, even though the guards were handling things just fine. He was obviously hoping to show up too late and find you already dead.
People were dying right in front of me. How could I just walk by? Yeah, because I'm playing a good character. I'm gonna do that one.
You're seriously trying to blame someone for saving people from a fire?
Yes!
May Shellen spare me from ever having to make such a choice, but he behaved decently as a true leader.
I am not reading that.
A true leader.
You can pause that crap and read for yourself.
Not someone who would put a valuable ally's life in danger for the sake of some servant.
Enough squabbling. I'm still not sure which of you I can trust. However, the risk of entrusting the whole affair to a spy is too great. Here's what we'll do. 2 teams will head out. That way, I'll know at least one group can be counted on to serve my interests in the stolen lands.
Lady Aldori, most of those who are to set off for the stolen lands have been killed. Those who yet live will require help. Please allow me to join the expedition.
I'm sad to lose such a talented warrior. But you're right, Valerie. They have greater need of you right now. Go, and may Abadar keep you. Which of the 2 teams would you prefer to accompany?
If my leader allows, I would join his team. He seems a worthy commander in my eyes.
Commanders, military leaders, all these laws and rules are but dust and vanity. I suppose I will accompany Tartuccio.
Our leader is good in battle, but I don't like all the spiritual agonizing. I prefer those who can act without wasting time helping every little pipsqueak. Those like Tartuccio.
Yeah.
Ugh, Tartuccio's going to take the credit for himself and be done with it. Shellen, spare me from such allies. I'm going with you. You're a hero worthy of my quill.
Woo! We got the bard.
As for me, I know neither of these two. At least not well enough. And I have no wish to become an unwitting pawn to an unworthy leader. If Lady Jamandi allows, I'll remain in Restov and help mend the wounds this attack has inflicted. But who knows? The road may bring me to the stolen lands, but not yet.
I don't even need to think. I'm coming with this man. As for you, Purple Toad, just wait until we meet along the way. I'll be sure to hang your rotten spine guts from the trees.
All right, we have 2 teams. To avoid unnecessary conflict on the road, you'll each take a different route to the Stolen Lands. Tartuccio's team will go through Navakta's crossing. The garrison commandant will provide him all the help he needs. You will take your team to Oleg Leviton's trading post. He's been complaining about the Stag Lord's bandits for a while now. There, you'll be provided with all the necessary travel supplies.
Okay, so we get camping supplies and rations ×4. Signed scroll of raised dead.
I'd like to believe you, but I know all too well how convincing traitors and spies can be. If you're truly innocent, I hope you can forgive me this precaution.
Gained 125 XP.
While you're away,
XP!
Kessin will
XP!
investigate the night's events and learn who in Restov is working for Patax. But you should know that it isn't just Patax we need to worry about. The Royal House of Sertova may also interfere in our plans. I've managed to keep this affair a secret from them so far, but that can't last long. By my estimations, you have no more than 3 months. After that, any feats you accomplish will be pointless.
Tax along a haven of thieves and smugglers, Patax is a hub for trade in the river kingdoms. It aspires to be a center of culture and higher learning as well, but cannot escape its more unsavory origins. House Sertova, the current ruling family of Revoid, is the oldest Brivik noble family and the most influential. Their original holdings of the environs of Port Ice in northern Isa and the shores of the lakes of Mists and Vales. The Sertovas are known as careful and cunning diplomats. Before Coral the Conqueror invaded, the Sertovas were known as pirates and raiders. And the family still has many connections with pirates and brigands of the region, many of whom are distant relations of the Sertova clan. Their family motto is, "Ours is the right."
And now, farewell. This battle was but the first ordeal along your path, and you overcame it as true champions of Restov. May the obstacles that follow also fall to your feet. Fear nothing, my friends, and return victorious.
Neat. Can we get a rest, please? Like, my entire party is suffering from fatigue.
Surviving a terrible night, our small team set off to brave our fate. Beware, Stolen Lands. Heroes are on the way.
Yeah, we needs a camp. Please. Let's manage. Okay, so it looks like it actually is gonna work pretty well.
So I pick up my clothes this morning and see some pictures embroidered on it. Pine trees, clouds, an owlbear fighting a troll. Spill it out, who did that?
I confess, it was I. I only meant to patch them up a bit, and got a little carried away.
Aww. How did I screw up the mail? I guess I am a monk, so... Someone's on the road. Get ready. Annabibbles. We can skin them, get some parts. Yeah, resting is definitely necessary. You do not want to
You practice so much.
not rest.
And always by yourself. Aren't you tired of doing the same lunges over and over again? How about we work together?
Fine, why not? But it won't replace my practice. For me, the most important asset in battle is discipline, self-control, and iron will.
Why? Why do I keep messing up the dinner? How do I keep up messing up dinner? Yeah, because sometimes you definitely will want to rest at least a couple of times before you end up in the trading post, because otherwise you will be showing up exhausted. And exhaustion really does mess up your character's ability to actually fight. Or do a lot of things. Bandit, in the name of the Stag Lord, the lawful authority in the stolen lands, we demand this week's tax and some beer. And where's that pretty wife of yours, Oleg? She should serve us dinner. Quiet down, dimwit. Oleg, we're just here for the Stag Lord's tax. Hand over the money and we'll be on our way. What's going on here? I'm not interested in bloodshed, but I won't let you rob this man. Be on your way and I'll let you go in peace. Neutral good. Alright, we'll leave, but what makes you think we won't return with greater numbers? Why would we leave when we've got easy pickings from Restov before us? We'll rep out your guts and empty your pockets. You're an idiot.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Yay, storms! Level up. So yeah, I'm gonna level up Monk yet again. Woo, a Monk bonus feat. So let's go ahead and up our skills here. Yeah, melee, every time you miss because of a concealment, you can reroll your mischance percentile roll one time to see if you actually hit. Improved initiative is actually pretty good. You also get evasion. A character can avoid even magical and unusual attacks with great agility. If a character makes a successful reflex saving throw against an attack that normally deals half damage on a successful save, he instead takes no damage. A helpless character does not gain the benefit of evasion. So yeah, we get lots of really cool stuff. So we also have an initiative +7. Fighter, burst carrier. Yeah, weapon focus is actually pretty good. If you actually have weapons. Not so much if you are trying to fight things with your fist. The bards, of course, have all kinds of nifty things. Bard talent. Of course, they're going to recommend weapon focus. Lindsay use a light crossbow, so we'll do that. You also get one additional spell. You have Cure Light Wounds. Conspiracy is pretty good. The spell functions as a flare, except it affects all creatures in a 10-foot radius from the target point. This cantrip creates a burst of life. If you can cause the light to burst in front of a single creature, the creature is dazzled for 1 minute unless it makes a successful fortitude save. Sightless creatures, as well as creatures already dazzled, are not affected by flare. Remove here, Heavenism. Hideous Laughter is actually not bad. For the duration of the spell, the subject ignores the adverse movement of difficult terrain. Spell increases your base speed by 30 feet. This adjustment is treated as an enhancement bonus. That's a touch spell. Radius. I guess we'll go with Flare Bursts. Barbarian. So Beast Totem Lesser. Yeah. Well, Raging Barbarians gains 2 claw attacks. These attacks are considered primary attacks and are made by the Barbarian's full base attack bonus. The claws deal 1d6 points of slashing damage, plus the Barbarian's strength modifier. Totem range powers gain grant powers related to a theme. A Barbarian cannot select from more than one group of totem rage powers. Take that, you scoundrels, Oleg shakes his fist. But now he scratches his head and stares at the ground gloomingly. The girl got away, a plague on her. She's certain to complain to the Stag Lord. They came before to collect taxes, but this time they'll come to punish treason. Now what are we to do? He sighs heavily. If only it could send Slavana safe and show those rats what's what. Oleg Nevington. He notices a fair-haired woman approach. Duff, why are you here? I told you to stay hidden. It's all over. I saw it. I just needed to be sure that you are right. The woman looks at her husband tenderly, if with a hint of sorrow. Oleg mumbles something as he looks away, embarrassed. My name is Svetlana. I'm sorry your arrival to our trading post turned out so unwelcoming. I saw someone run out of the trading post. Do you know who it was? That must have been Boken. He sells potions. He lives out in the forest like a hermit. But he comes here every day. He knows every tree and bush in the area and how they can help you. The Stag Lord's gang wants him to work for them. He lacks the courage to fight those bandits, but he won't just walk away from us. He has a good heart, even if he grumbles a lot, especially recently. Let's get to the point. You say the bandits are going to attack again. Who are they and when will they arrive? Who are they? They're the Stag Lord's gang, that's who. These lands teem with bandits like bedbugs in a beggar's hut. And you just stirred them up. They have a camp not far from here, and I expect they'll return in full force in half a day, maybe less. The Stag Lord won't take an insult like this lightly, and his henchmen are more like demons than men. You have nothing to fear. I'll help you deal with the attack. Well, I appreciate your good intentions. I may not have the best manners, but Oleg Livington is the last name you'll hear of accused of being ungrateful. If we manage to defend this post, I'll reward you proper. Alchemist fire. We could put it at the gate, light it off with a burning arrow when those bandits are nearby. But that could set the post on fire. Well, maybe if we covered the walls with something to protect them. Alright, yes, I think it could work. I'll even shoot the arrow myself. I'm used to be pretty good with a crossbow back in my day. I'm gonna go look around, think on the best way to use the tar and traps. Alright, as soon as you're finished, let us know. Traps are definitely going to be useful.
My destination. There are many rooms.
So we now have tar, we have traps. Oh yeah, they're gonna be in some real heap of trouble, especially when we start flinging alchemist fire at them. You could use your help fighting the bandits. Diplomacy DC 16. Those bandits are here bother you as much as Slavania and Ola. Maybe more. Help us get rid of them for good. Failed diplomacy check. I'd rather sit in the bushes and watch you and Oleg beat the daylights out of those thugs. Watching from a distance is more fun, you know. We'll talk later. Wait for attack. Finally a fight. Was bored just with just talking. Well, these aren't the heroics I was hoping to write about, but I guess even the greatest heroes had to start from somewhere. See, you're not easily cowed. I mean, to be fair, Lindsay, I mean, most heroes start slaying rats, so I beg you, be careful, and don't let Oleg do anything too risky. Svetlana, go ahead, go hide inside. We're going to meet our guests.
We've downed better ones.
Let us strike as one!
Yeah, that's why you don't try and fight with a bow and arrow like point blank range. You rats got what you deserved. Now they'll know better than to treat honest like cattle. We should call Boken out before he freezes in those bushes. Now, my lord, head on up to the guest rooms on the 2nd floor. You deserve some rest after such a battle. I need to clean things up. And this is for your efforts. Now don't offend me by trying to turn it down. Just take it. An honest fight deserves an honest reward. If that were more common practice in this world, I think life would be much better. Of course, here's our cache of player rewards. Holy crap, we need to sell off some garbage. Cloak of resistance. Sledge on Levington. Okay, let's see if we can talk to Oleg and see if we can sell off some crap. Nope. Of course, it's gonna make us go to bed first. You wake from a nasty dream that tortured you almost all night. In it, you saw a wall of unnaturally thick fog that surrounds you, slowly moving closer and closer. A quick look out the window, and you find out the fog was not a figment of your imagination, not a dream, and then...
Hear me. Please hear me. Can you hear me? Please.
The half-transparent outline of a beautiful nymph appears before you. Even in this ghostly form, it's clear that she's exhausted. Her shoulders are slouched and her large blue eyes burn within her pale face. Her voice is barely more than a whisper as she reaches towards you. Who are you?
Who am I? Just a tear shed by the land itself. The bitter sigh of nature. I am a nymph, the guardian of this area. A defeated guardian. Call me the guardian of the bloom, if you wish.
I'm glad my adventure begins with such a beautiful sight. I'm not that sleazy, though. What do you want from me?
Aid. Salvation. We have a common enemy, and long have I searched for someone who can defeat him. The one you call the Stag Lord. As a storm strikes ruthlessly with gusts and lightning, the Stag Lord wreaks havoc with the swords of his servants. And not just in the world of people. The land also suffers from the evil he brings. My forests and my flowers suffocate in this fog. Soon, even I will vanish, as the last ray of light fades at dusk.
The Stag Lord is responsible for the fog?
Yes. It hides his fortress as well as his dark deeds. But while responsible, he did not create this affliction. It is the work of a powerful druid who has betrayed even himself. I know not why the powers did not leave this renegade, but even I was unable to defeat him.
How can I help you?
This fog, it enshrouds, entangles, suffocates. If only I could learn how it was created. But my powers wane. I have barely the strength to call out to you. All I know for certain is that somewhere in this forest lies an old house, and it echoes with the remnants of a strange power. The Stag Lord and his druid were there. The fog hides this place from me, but I can point you to the bandits' camp near the Thornford. Make them tell you where this place is. Go there and listen to the echo, catch the whispers, search for anything that can tell you how the fog was created. Once the fog clears, nature will breathe again, and you will be able to easily find your way to the fortress of our mutual enemy.
Alright, I understand. Farewell.
I don't believe in fate, stranger, but our meeting seems more than a coincidence.
The nymph's whisper fades as she disappears. I'm going to talk to Slavana real quick. I was trying to see if I could sell some crap, but I don't. Alright, let's see if we can grab what's in here. Select all. So yeah, we get all of our stuff that we need. But that'll help increase our constitution. Just a wee bit. +1 competence. Our kitty. So I think that's pretty much all I really want to do. I might add this to Lizzie for her spells. So banded male, armor check penalty -6, armor class 7, max dexterity 1. So, but I think this should be it for now, everyone. So I'm gonna go ahead and save. But I hope everyone is doing okay, and thank you for watching. Stay safe, everyone, and take care. Bye-bye.